Pokken Tournament. Looks cool, I've never played it, but what I have played is a really unique Pokemon fighting game called Unfinished Pokemon Fighting Game. Okay, at least that's what the game says. But first, hear me out, and let me show you how awesome this game is. It has a unique roster, really cool stages and animations, and an art style that I really like. And this game gets a little wild. Like, look at this Heracross.
You win.
What was he doing there to that Bulbasaur? That shouldn't be allowed. Anyways, this is a Pokemon fighting game where all the Pokemon are fighting types. Like, really, they'll add any fighting type Pokemon to this game. Sure, you got Pokemon you would expect, like Blaziken or maybe Toxicroak, but look at this roster. Don't tell me that when I ask what fighting Pokemon comes to your head and you think Ming Chao. And don't even get me started on their latest released Phalanx. Yes, this is a move and its range is the whole map. Your eyes are working. Like, they're just having fun. Also, I haven't said yet, but the game is actually called Pokemon Close Combat. Makes sense. And I gave myself the challenge to beat their single player mode with every Pokemon. Every character can mostly be broken down into their respective fighting game character archetypes. Like with Ming Chao, you see a quick Pokemon that is pretty frail, and you have some pretty fast moves to back it up. But this character has some range. Like, your neutral attack covers way more space than I thought it would, and you got a pretty cool projectile as well. Like, Bro has Mythros up B. And you also got a cool move that works with walls in the game, where you dash back and then dash right back in from the walls. I feel like Ming Chao is one of those characters you've got to do a lot to win, but your buttons are pretty good. To be honest, I was struggling against Phalanx because somehow that guy has more range than me, but I was able to pull it through. Speaking of Phalanx though, that's who I use next. Phalanx is basically the puppeteer archetype of character. You can throw a Phalanx that can come back and hit the enemy, which is pretty cool, but it does have a weakness where it decreases your range by a bit. Also, I did have trouble landing this anti-air move for some reason. Like, I swear it's hitting him. And Phalanx also had some like get off me moves and a really wonky aerial attack, but the character seemed pretty good. And since I was facing AI, I could get away with a bit. Yeah! Oh, I found the move. The whole map covered, bro. You know what else should be covered? That subscribe button. It should be covered in clicks. Singular click, so you're subscribed. Next was Beware, and if you know anything about this Pokemon, you could probably guess this guy is going to be a grappler. And yes, very much so he is. Beware loves hugging people, and that's made a lot easier with a super armor dash grab. Yes, it's not that fast, but I know new players and me won't like it very much. Anyway, Beware really sticks out to me just from his animations. Like, I really like this guy after he wins, and all of his stuff is so goofy. And I don't have much gameplay for this guy because Beware made it pretty easy to win.
You win.
Yo, this character's crazy. And now it was time for Chestnut, and I didn't expect to like this character so much. Whenever I hit a big move with this big guy, it just felt powerful. Chestnut keeps a little chest pin on its back, which you can charge a bullet seed with, which is a pretty good projectile. Like, every shield move Chestnut had just felt really nice to use. I don't think I was very good at this character, but I definitely had a good time using it. Don't come at my Chestnut, bro. Little pup. Next was Toxicroak, and just look at him laugh. Oh, dude, this guy's fast. Look at that. Look at that range right there. Oh, a little bit of range. Oh, Toxicroak's kind of nice. So he has the projectiles. This guy is quite literally toxic in the way you play him, and he does not seem fun to play against, but he was really fun. Toxicroak has 3 projectiles, a toxic bubble that you can detonate, or it'll just pop over time, and a horizontal poison spit, and an arched one as well. When you chain these projectiles together, you make it pretty hard to get in. And also, this guy has really quick moves, making him seem pretty strong. Toxicroak also has this funny poison arrow move where you can leap across the screen.
You win.
Overall, pretty good Pokemon, and I don't know if I'm dumb, but Toxicroak felt really good. Sure, I just picked up the game, but yeah, he felt good. Now I played Primeape. But first, if you're enjoying this Prime video, check out my Twitch channel, where I do all this live. You can be there for future videos or anything else I decide to do. So check me out at twitch.tv/myluck_. Yeah, I know I have an underscore. I don't like it either. Anyways, back to the video. This is a character where I had little idea on the actual game plan. Primeape was more of a rushdown character, meaning I just spammed a lot of moves. At first I tried using his beatdown attack, which you use in the air, and it basically just command grabs the opponent. If not, then he just slams his fists on the ground. But his other buttons didn't feel like anything too crazy. Primeape had some cool punches and kicks, but my little brain just used a move called Ape Rush, and it's exactly how it sounds. Let's try out Ape Rush. That looks like an Ape Rush. To be honest, the fact that Primeape is in this game is cool enough for me. He doesn't know how to get out. He doesn't know how to get out. Alright, well I guess I won that. After Primeape, I had a prime suspect I had to play, Heracross. Other than his weird wind animation, this guy was pretty cool. Heracross was able to fly. This allowed for a lot of cross-ups, and in my case, spamming the same move. Having an air dash is pretty useful, but also Heracross also had a lot of anti-air attacks, and attacks that involve his horn as well. Overall, a pretty interesting kit. Finally, we have Blaziken. Just think of a fighting game character that uses mainly kicks, and that's Blaziken. He also has a projectile and a Shoryuken. This character is pretty good. My favorite thing to do is chaining the blaze kicks and mainly spamming them. Blaziken is everything you want and need in a character, and pretty fun to play. And with one final win, that's every character in the game. The development team seem to always be updating this game, and as I'm making this video, they're teasing a stage. So if you want to play, check out the Discord in the description. There's also multiplayer, but I'll save that for another video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.